Hello and welcome to this presentation about high impact interviewing. This is part one of 3 presentations. It's for Linfield College's IDST 052 Career Planning and Preparation course, and I am Donna Montoya. So in this part, we are going to talk about preparation for your interview. So before the interview, know how to dress appropriately and professionally for the job. That can change depending on the job and industry, so talk to your friends or colleagues who work at this place, look at the website and online profiles to figure out what appropriately and professionally means. When in doubt, always go a little more formal. Know the exact time and location of your interview, which should go without saying, but sometimes that is overlooked on our part. And this is something for you to think about quickly. How many minutes before the interview should you check in at the interview station or at the office? 10 minutes. Did you get it? And we say 10 minutes before because if it's less than that, for any reason, it might be pushing on late. And also if you get there a little bit ahead of time, that shows respect. More than 10 minutes, it could actually make the person or group of people feel a little pressured. You may overlap with another candidate for interviewing, so 10 minutes is probably the best time to aim for. As you begin, the interview actually starts when you walk into the door of the office or the company. And that also means that you need to treat the receptionist or administrative professional with respect and kindness. First, because you should treat everyone with respect and kindness. Second, because they're actually eyes and ears of people making hiring decisions. And most times, hiring managers or the group will ask the receptionist or administrative assistant what they thought about you. Your handshake makes a first impression, so make sure that it's not a sloppy handshake. Something that is a problem for some people is that when they get nervous, they get sweaty hands. So before you go into the interview room, maybe just go to the bathroom, wash your hands, dry them off really quickly. An informal conversation is part of the interview. It can get very dull or feel awkward if no one's talking for a long period of time, if you're in the waiting room or if someone's bringing you back to an interview room. So have something in mind to be able to talk to the interviewer about. And know that your body language does speak a lot louder than words sometimes. So even if you're nervous, do your best to smile, sit up straight, and look prepared and confident. So some ways to be smart through your interview is to try to just relax and be yourself. It's good that you're nervous. Nervous means that you care, that something that you're trying to go for something that could feel like a loss if you didn't get it. And so this means that you probably really want the job. However, do your best to get yourself relaxed beforehand. So whether it's listening to music or a podcast or reading a book, do what you can to try to help your true self shine through. And of course, do your research on the company. This should help you relax a little bit. A lot of the research you've probably already done for your resume and cover letter and as you were informational interviewing people, talking to your connections, but make sure you brush up on anything and any other current information that might have come up. And prepare by knowing responses to common interview questions. This will help you, and hopefully through the 8 great assignments, this is going to be a start for you, and you'll have access to a lot of other common interview questions. We will go over now, or in the next couple sections of this presentation, those questions and how to prepare. So to continue being smart, avoid the controversial subjects, the ones listed included, maybe even sports, depending on where you live and how much of a fanatic you are about some sports teams. Be sure your good qualities are known, that should go without saying, and do not speak negatively about anyone. Sometimes we get into the trap about there might be a question about a previous boss or a problem that you had and it starts being negative, but do your best to try to show your understanding of someone in a situation and not blame. And we will talk about how to give concise but thorough responses. So for some more interviewing do's, we talked about the handshake, making eye contact, your friendly expressions. Just like in your cover letter, address your interviewer by a formal title unless or until invited to do otherwise. and maintain good eye contact through the interview. We talked a little bit about body language, and when some people get nervous, they get fidgety, so that's something that you would want to practice not doing beforehand. And when you respond to questions, back up your statements with specific examples and achievements. We will go over how to do that. Always ask for clarification if you don't understand a question. And some people think that asking for clarification shows a weakness on your part. They're not really testing you on how quickly you spit out an answer. They really want to know who you are as a person and what your real experience is. So if you feel like you cannot answer a question well because you didn't understand it, you're doing everyone a favor by asking for clarification. You always want to treat an interview seriously. A lot of the times you might go into an interview thinking, I don't know if I want this job, or I feel like I have something else lined up. You never know what opportunities are out there until you explore them. And exhibit a positive attitude and embrace that nervousness. Sometimes just telling the hiring committee or the group that you're nervous is enough to let you get those jitters out. And again, it's nice as an interviewer to know that the person is nervous. It means that they really want this job, and that's something that I want to know about them. And so that is the end of part 1 of high impact interviewing. Please continue with part 2.